vows. And wala, it's eternal. Parang you usually get married in a church and it shouldn't be separated by just some law. Parang, and tsaka marriage is a decision that requires like, it needs like double thoughts or something para you can't just jump into that decision kasi it's like, it's forever. And if you're planning to get married, you have to be sure, you have to think twice kasi it's hard to just let it separated by some law.
Sobrang sagrado niya na hindi lahat nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon ng ganon. Yun po.
Para sa akin, pag marriage, isang beses lang siya kaya dapat worth it na, tapos dapat kung ay sigurado ka dun sa gagawin na yun. Kasi pang lifetime na yun, hindi na siya pwede ulitin.
Marriage, ayun, gaya ng sinabi ni Ray, parang sagrado rin ito, pero sa tingin ko parang di ako worthy para doon. Kasi, ayun, gusto ko yung perfectong woman, tapos perfectong woman parang di ako worthy sa kanya kasi kaya sagrado siya kaya ayun, di ako worthy.
Two couples loving each other, creating a family, and help them support themselves to have their own life.
Something serious. It's like a vow. Big vow.
Okay lang naman. It's just the sense of commitment to two couples loving each other.
Union between man and a woman. I don't know, siguro yun, for me, yun pa lang. Kasi wala pa ako dun sa stage na gusto kong magpakasal. Kasi I'm still too young.
Sacred bond, man and woman, parang both of you chose to be lifelong partners through yun nga, thick and thin, sickness and health. So parang it's a very beautiful union of two individuals to become one.
I believe marriage is a sacred bond between two people, and once two people get married, it's not just simply they're not just simply going to live together for the rest of their lives. It's like they're each other's other half. They should be open. They're open to each other. Whatever happens, they love each other no matter what.
I'm not pro. Kasi nga, yun. Especially when it happens in a church, like a big ceremony.
Okay lang siya. Since hindi lahat nagkakaroon ng marriage, kunyari, merong kinakasal pero hindi pa yun siguro yung marriage na tinutukoy. Pero kaya okay lang yung legal separation kasi masyado siyang sagrado para sa dalawang tao na hindi talaga bagay sa isa't isa.
Ako okay lang kasi mamaya binubugbog na yung girl tapos hindi mo pa siya pwedeng iwalay doon sa boy, di ba? Parang riot.
Legal separation, syempre okay lang kasi di pa naman yun yata yung marriage, parang kumbaga preliminaries pa lang yun. Kailangan may muna kayo, experience muna kayo together before marriage, diba?
Based on church, hindi siya okay para sa akin kasi first of all, they make vows, but they should live for it.
I don't like it.
Most likely, no, because nawawala yung sense of commitment sa kanilang dalawa. And then,
Separation, for me, it's okay as long as parang acceptable yung reason niya na kunwari the woman is being maltreated by the man, cheating, mga ganong reason. But aside from that, na parang gusto mo lang or nagsawa ka,
It's alright because it's legal in all technicalities legal naman siya. Pero what concerns me is the teachings of the church are somewhat being altered because once you're married, di ba, parang it's a sacred union na parang you cannot simply be undone by such things. Pero times are different now because yun nga sabi nung merong mga ibang issues like yung mga iba minamaltrato and everything. Kaya siguro nagkaroon ng legal separation.
I think I'm open to that kind of thing because as human beings, we sometimes make mistakes in our lives, and I think legal separation is one way to somehow undo our mistakes, sort of like that. And yeah.
Single parenting is kind of unfair, but it's the product of divorce. And, well, the fact na there are single parents, it means na naano na yung divorce. And I think na parang it shouldn't be a thing. Kasi nga, when when you have kids, you get married for kids. Parang yun yung sole purpose ng marriage. So, parang there are single parents dahil lang sa divorce. So, nawawala yung essence nung reason kung bakit ka pa nagpa-marriage in the first place.
Okay lang siya kasi, total hindi naman yun, wala namang may kasalanan doon, parang, single, Kung yun, okay lang.
Kasi, ba't mo pipilitin yung tumakas kung kaya mo naman na kaya mo siyang i-raise ng mag-isa. Tapos, what if kung yung anak mo, kunyari nga yung anak mo, hinahanap niya yung lalaki, ba't di na lang ikaw din yung magpuna nung makakulangan ng lalaki?
Okay lang. Kasi di naman nila kasalanan na magkaroon sila ng anak na single pa lang sila. So, tapos tinakasan. Di naman nila kasalanan yun eh. May responsibilities pa naman sila din eh. So, okay lang.
Really that it's bad kasi yung single parent niyan, it would be bad for him to work and to take care of the child.
I think that they're very strong because they can provide for one child even though they don't have a partner.
Yeah, negative effect rin sa child mismo na nag-raise sa kanila.
It's alright. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that.
Hard. Siguro, for sure it's hard kasi may naalagaan ka then you're only one. I have a friend who's a single parent and I know what she's been going through right now, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people around the world are experiencing the same thing, and for them saludo na lang siguro ako sa kanila.
Like, I never look down on single parents. It's like, imagine doing a job of two people. So they're really strong people, and I really adore single parents.
Predominant changes that I've seen in the society nowadays is that there is so much emphasis on career. Well, we can understand the situation because the world is getting smaller and smaller, and opportunities for professional advancement is very, very much needed. And a lot of people really want, especially in the Philippine society now, a lot of people really want to do something for themselves while achieving a certain profession, much more to really earn out of the profession. Sad to say, government has failed us to give opportunities for work to many Filipinos. That's why, in our desire to provide for ourselves and for the family, a lot are forced to leave the country and seek greener pastures elsewhere. So basically, there is a great growing advancement in terms of career, desire to pursue one's career among Filipinos nowadays. Education is very, very much valuable, highly regarded. Well, like in the government, I've heard of this what they call rationalization. It's not just in the use of the space in the building. It's likewise in the way they see how manpower or persons are needed for the operations to be carried out. So they're streamlining all facets of the government agencies in order to make effective the operations and to make efficient the services offered to people. So accountability is there. I see it as one form of showing that people would like to be accountable for the work that they are doing. People would like to make the most of what people are paying in terms of taxes, and people would like to make use of the facilities, school. Did you notice that some of the classrooms were originally parking areas? We have to maximize spaces. And reviews regarding the qualifications and eligibilities of people in the service are being looked into to maximize in what other fields can they still develop and progress in. The rationalization is very much present. The wise use of things that are readily available. Technology is very, very much in demand these days. A lot has changed in society because of that. In the way we relate with one another, a very classic example is that when you see a family dining in a restaurant or even at home, they don't immediately interact with one another. They are there tinkering on their own respective tablets, cell phones, or what have you, rather than communicate with each other. So it has affected, technology has affected the relationships in the family, the way things are done in society, in the government, and hopefully, I suppose and I hope that it will be used for the better, for the good, for something better will come out of this. Not necessarily to the detriment of family values and the detriment of eradicating people because technology is at hand. Because that's the tendency. We can easily do away with people because technology can do things much faster than people. So it facilitates communication, it helps us in our work, but it has also its flaws and disadvantages. It has affected human relationships. One classic example is that among the young, not necessarily here in school, but among the young men and young women, seemingly the norm is casual sex, premarital relationship, teenage pregnancy, abortion. So in the olden times, these things are not talked about nor seen as a widespread concern. But nowadays, it's a reality that we just have to accept. It's becoming to be a norm. Because a lot of people practice it, it's becoming to be acceptable because it's it's done by practically everybody. And that's the danger. That a norm, what is normative should never be determined by how many or how plenty or how few people are practicing it. It should be something that people must adhere to rather than principles and norms or practices adhere to the common usage of people or how many are practicing or observing. There is what we call an evolution in terms of how society continually evolves. It's alive, it evolves, but hopefully its evolution is not towards its detriment, but towards the progress of human being and of relationships.
Well, the main thing that I notice is families are being broken apart because of the ability to travel, and the essence or definition of what a family is really different. I remember a saying way back, what my grandfather used to say. It doesn't matter if, this is paraphrased, it doesn't matter if we eat grass as long as we're together. You couldn't pull that on the younger generation today. Okay, so that in essence, the family values have really changed. It's like from we to me. Okay. Social institutions are focused on helping people. I'm talking about those that want to help society. They still have the same general mission and vision, but then of course they do change because they address the changing needs of the people. And it is also relative to societies because one man's need is another man's luxury or want. So as far as social institutions are concerned, they are generally the same, but it's just the specific needs that change. Oh, well, just like values, it can go either way. And my favorite example is atomic power or nuclear power. The potential for it helping people is overshadowed by one of the biggest businesses in the world, and that's war. So technology seems to be on the negative side. I just wish that values and norms and social institutions would swing technology toward what is good. I guess those two go hand in hand, although they are not mutually exclusive. Degrees of change occur depending on the people involved, their background. They do have to change. I don't think you can maintain norms when values change. So if the values change for the worse, the norms go along for the right. If the values change for the better, the same. So it goes with the values.